All right, Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Play to win. Let's go.
Here we go! 60 or.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Let go!
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Gun.
Let's go, D.
On second down, here's Barkley. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Great.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll try the air now with Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check nickel.
20.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. It's complete to Williams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
That's it. Like 80.
Too low, back out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the
Great.
Shit. Check 37. Check.
On second down, Barkley looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. Off play action, Newton. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
29 is the mic.
Look at me. Go.
Bring it. Kill.
Shoot.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Let's go.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
There.
Undercrush.
Snap.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go now. 50, plant. We own this. We own this. Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, orbit. Fight.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Down. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me.
Ready?
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
At the Giants' 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but
and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 45.
3rd and long. It's Newton. It's caught. Shepard. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
You ready? Single receiver. Hey, first down. Single receiver.
Newton on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Open man there is Malone. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. 1st and 10 right at the 20. To the air again, Newton. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Get it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but when he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's hauled in by Shepard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Saquon Barkley running right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action, it's Newton. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. SOS. Check 13.
20.
Throwing again. Newton going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Jim. Tighten up, tighten up. Under 10, 10. Deuce.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
45, Mike, 45.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
And the Giants first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw, Newton. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. Ready? 52's the mic. Watch the run. Hey, alert 3. Great.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
29-yard line.
Ready? 52. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Gun. Check 45.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
52, Mike, 52. Guard. Check 26, check 26. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Let's go now.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
52's the mic, boy. 52.
2nd and 10. And, oh, what a catch that time by Landry. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Ready up. Watch Mike. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, Mike 52. Watch the fly. Get it.
Looking to throw. He's got Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Newton. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it with Jones.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the shotgun to give to Jones. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
20. 52's the mark, boys. 52. I'm coming.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Looking for Shepard deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Great.
To throw is Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
3, 218, chop it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Check out.
5.
They'll look to throw. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Come to my work.
Leo.
Come to my work. 49, check 49, check 49. Check, crunch. Show it up.
And that'll set them back 5. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Hey, wahoo.
52, watch 52. 52.
You're out.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. O'Shane Ximines coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. 20.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Rosas puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. This is Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll go again to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, high 7.
52's the mark, boy. 52. Get your swerve on.
Get it.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Jones. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they a two-point conversion to tie it. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the two-point conversion to tie the ball game. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready? Check in. Hey! You don't want to. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Alert flat.
On first down, Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.